If you love whipped body butters and you are trying to get into making emulsified creams, this is going to be your best friend right here. This is my Cloud Cream Emulsified Body Butter, and it's a soft, light, and fluffy whipped body butter that's face safe. Well, it's not whipped, sorry, it's emulsified. The emulsifier of choice for this time around is going to be the Olive M1000. I like using this because it's not comedogenic, it's face safe. It comes off very light and airy, which is great in terms of it being nice and fluffy. And so this is kokum butter. It's also a non-comedogenic brittle type of fruit seed butter. You could use this for 100% of the butter in this formula. And I like it because, again, this is a butter that needs to have a certain type of consistency. That firm, fluffy hold is going to come from the stearic acid in your kokum butter. And I like using it because it has that brittleness. A good substitute for it would really be sow seed butter because it has that dry brittleness to it. And this is unrefined shea butter. And shea butter gives it a nice, very emollient type of feel. I like to mix these two because it's dry and brittle versus nice and smooth and emollient, which gives it a lot of its silky values and helps to give some of that creamy texture in there while the kokum butter is giving it its main hold. So I'm just adding it into what we're going to call our heat phase. This is my rice bran oil, and this is a non-comedogenic carrier oil. It's super lightweight, which is perfect for this kind of butter because the key with this butter is that I didn't want it to be too heavy. You know, I want it to be a cream that absorbs into the skin quickly, gives you a nice, good quenching moisture factor, but also leaves the skin feeling like not dry, but you know, kind of like that powdery airbrush type of feel. And so what I'm doing here is putting it into heat phase. This is a heat proof glass, and I'm going to put this into a double boiler and completely melt this down all the way until everything is thoroughly melted through. That way you don't get any chunks or clumps in your formula, which generally don't happen anyways, because once you start to mix it in with your immersion stick blender, everything tends to blend pretty well. So you just want to add everything in here that's not heat sensitive, and then you're just going to be melting it down. And while you're melting it down, you'll see here that I'm going to start to prep the other phases as well, just so that, you know, you can kind of kill two birds with one stone. And the other phase can be heated as well. In this case, I don't heat it. I just mix it in. As long as it's room temperature, it generally tends to do just fine. So this is what I call our water phase. I use distilled water because it's uncontaminated. Spring and purified have other things in them that can affect your formula. So distilled is just the best to go with. And so this is where you add any sort of water soluble ingredients in, like if you're going to do any hydrosol, ceramide, hyaluronic acid, which is a little bit different, but you know, essentially anything that is going to be soluble in water. Even if you use water soluble colors, it's going to go into this phase, which you can use also for this formula. And then, excuse me, next you're going to add your vegetable glycerin. In this phase, you can do honey, or you can do like a propylene glycol. It's a humectant. It just helps to make the formula really skin quenching and to absorb the water that much more. It pulls water from the environment around you, and it just draws in water. So it's going to just kind of magnify the effects of the water in this formula. And that's one of the key differences with water on body butters, which is one of the benefits, right? Oh, by the way, before I get to this part, go ahead and, you know, you're gonna see me here mixing everything in thoroughly. You want to make sure everything is thoroughly solubilized. But one thing that is that has people kind of stuck between body butters and emulsions really are lotions. They're a thicker, emulsified body butters are thicker, more supposed to be along the lines of kind of being like body butter. And sometimes you can make thicker butters, but with this one, it kind of has a fluffiness to it without having any air whipped into it, because you can't just whip it, because it will what's the word I'm looking for? It will be deflated later, and it just doesn't whip the same way because water doesn't really whip. And so the thing with this is kind of like the best of both worlds because of the ingredients and the ratios, you get some of that fluffiness, and then you get the benefits of having the water in there that's hydrating. And so right now we're going to take our water phase and we're going to pour it into our heated, thoroughly melted oil phase, or heat phase, if you will. And remember, it can't be cold water or else it won't mix. And sometimes for certain emulsifiers, you do need to go ahead and heat your water phase in order for it to properly emulsify. You'll see in this case, I didn't heat it, but it emulsifies just fine. So this is the emulsion process, where you see the water and the and the oils and waxes binding together to become a completely new thing. Now, it's important to note that you see as I'm emulsifying it, it's thoroughly creamy, it's mixing well, it's not chunky or kind of separating like and looking like cottage cheese. That's how you know your emulsion is breaking, and you either need one of two things. You need to heat it, or you need to add more water if it's a water and oil and water emulsifier to get it to blend thoroughly. And so I'm going to continue mixing that, but I'm going to be adding in my Germall Plus, my full broad spectrum water soluble preservative. You can use different types of preservatives. I like Germall Plus. It just doesn't change the properties of my formula. A little bit goes a long way, and it mixes in perfectly well so that so that it doesn't change any of the properties of my formula, make it smell any type of way. Certain preservatives do. Germall is just the one that causes the least amount of changes for me, so I like it for that reason. And so first, when you emulsify, it looks pretty thick here, but it's actually looser still than I want it to be. But I'm doing this with an immersion stick blender. As I said, it's important to do that, to kind of pull slowly as you go along and begin to mix it. But as it cools, it's going to thicken and be able to fluff a little more. See, this is the final texture here. It's definitely along the lines of a little bit more fluffy, luxurious. It leaves a very silky finish that doesn't leave your skin feeling too oily or thick. And it just perfectly quenches the skin. Safe for the skin, for the face, and for all body types, babies, and all of that stuff. So you guys are going to make this and then let me know if you like it or not. And let me know how much you love it, and if you'd like to see me add any other types of formulas that are similar to this one. This is beginner friendly. You can even add color, micas, and everything to it. Kind of just depends what you want to do. You can add essential oils, fragrance oil. You're just going to play with the ratios a little bit to make sure that you're not going to change the formula. Like, for example, if you're going to add fragrance oil, you're going to add that in place of some of where the rice bran oil would be, and factor that in, because if you add too much oil, this emulsion will break. The same thing with any water soluble ingredients. You're going to want to factor that into your water content, but you want to make sure that it is a water, because say if it's like more of a humectant like glycerin, it still can break the emulsion because it needs to actually be water. So this is a great beginner recipe for you guys to try, or if you like unscented products like I do, then this is going to be a good starter for you right here, because this will give you a chance to just kind of get a base formula. And I say before, even here, it can still get a little bit fluffier and more firm. So let me know how it goes for you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.